welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very well today, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie Jade. I post videos over here at least 3 times a week. I also have a vlogging channel too, if you haven't seen that yet, so make sure you do check it out. But today's video is one that I have been so excited to film. Today I'm going to be testing out the brand new Ariana Grande makeup line. This is R.E.M Beauty. I have waited to film this video to be able to test the products out. I've done a couple of swatches, but that is it. So let's just get straight on with today's video. Do not forget to smash that thumbs up button. Leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section down below. And make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. And let's just get started with today's video. So my face is all ready to go and we're going to get started. So I'm just going to show you guys firstly what I actually bought and tell you guys a little bit about the makeup line. I was genuinely blown away when she actually released the photos. I thought they looked really good. But I bought in total, I bought 5 products. She released so many. She released also, she did 3 different eyeshadow palettes. I think she did about 15 liquid eyeshadows in total, half matte, half shimmery. I was so excited when this came in the post this week. I genuinely wasn't expecting it to arrive for like another month. They said due to a high number of orders, it might take 10 to 14 days for the order to process and then another 2 weeks for it to actually be shipped out. So I was like, right, well, it's probably going to be a month before they even send my order, and it's from America. But because I spent over $80 on the website, I got free international shipping. If you spend over $50, you get free shipping in the US, and over $80, you get free international, which I'm not gonna lie, I thought was really good because I genuinely thought it was going to end up being so expensive. I also thought that she actually priced things very fairly. Her name is Ariana Grande. She can price things whatever she wants to, and people will still pay it. So if she charged like $70 for an eyeshadow palette, they would probably still sell out. Like, people would still buy them. It doesn't matter what she charges, people would still buy it. So I think she was really fair with the pricing because, for example, the eyeshadow palette was $24. So if you convert that from dollars to pounds, that's about £17. From a regular Revolution line, they normally release palettes that are like from 10 to 25, 30 pounds. So for an Ariana Grande palette for £17, I'm sorry, but in my opinion, I think that is extremely fair. Like, she's priced that so well. I was genuinely expecting it all to be like at least double the price as it is. I think the most overpriced thing in the range personally is the highlight. I think this was $22. I'll put all the price on the screen though because I don't want to get it wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is $22. So that's still relatively cheap, around £15, something like that. But like, if you compare it, you're getting an eyeshadow palette for $24 or a highlight palette for like $22. I feel like it's a lot better value, but again, it's still really cheap for the line that she's actually brought out. So what I've done is I've got a natural kind of base on at the moment. I've got Revolution primer and foundation on. I've got my Beauty Bay blush. And then I've also got a I Heart Revolution bronzer on and Contour by Collection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys each of the pieces first, just so I've shown you guys what I actually bought, what I think of them, first impressions, swatches, things like that. And then we're going to get into it, and I'm just going to put all of the products on my face. So the first thing that I had to pick up was the eyeshadow palette. She did 3 different eyeshadow palettes in total, but this one I had to buy. So I actually love the packaging of these products as well. So this is the packaging of the products, and they all have this kind of same vibe. They all say R.E.M Beauty in that font and kind of style. And it says, tells you at the top what the products are. It's got it in French on one side and in English on the other side. And then it shows you on the side here, these are the different shades, their names, things like that. I do really love the packaging. I think it's quite cool, quite classic, quite intergalactic as well. And if you guys have seen the PR packages that they did for this, she actually blew everyone away. She's done incredible. PR packages just look insane. The general packaging looks really good as well. So the next product that I bought, which I've already mentioned, is the highlight. And this is the packaging for it. It's so hard to show you guys on camera because it's grey, but it's kind of like an imprint. That's how it looks like, and at the top it shows you the shade that they've gone for. So I went for Miss Mercury. I then bought 2 liquid eyeshadows. I went for shimmery ones. I was genuinely so close to buying a matte one, but I thought, do you know what, I've got matte shades in the palette, I'm not going to do it, so I bought 2 shimmery ones instead. The first one that I've got is the Midnight Shadows liquid eyeshadow in the shade Hot Lava. You can see there, that's what the shade looks like. And this is just the packaging. And then the second one that I bought is the exact same, but it is in the shade Experiment. I wanted to go for more of a purpley one and more of a bronzy one. So that is the shade for the second one. And again, this is what the packaging looks like. Super simple, but really, really cute and quite effective. So the final thing that I picked up was the mascara. They do a volumizing one and a lengthening one. I went for the lengthening one purely on the fact that the actual applicator looked like more a bit of me. I didn't really like the look of the other one. It looked a bit too chunky for me. I like this one. It looked quite neat, quite precise. So that's one that I went for. Again, exactly the same packaging. It looks really, really cute, very simple, and just tells you a little bit about the product on it. So I just want to get started now, and I just want to put things on my face. So first thing I'm going to start with is the highlight, because that's the only thing that I'm missing from my face at the moment apart from eyes. So I'm going to go with the highlight first. And when I actually take it out of this package, this is what it looks like. And I'm sorry, but that is just so cool. Like, the packaging of this is so cool. It says Miss Mercury on the back, and then on the front it says R.E.M Beauty, and then we'll actually open it up. It's got a magnetic casing, so when you close it, oh, it just feels nice. It feels a bit more posh. I really like it. And this is what it looks like. It just looks so kind of cushioned and so pillowy. It looks so nice. And if I do like a little swatch of it, it looks beautiful. It's got a really, really gorgeous kind of creamy texture. It's applying really nicely to the back of my hand. It's a little bit too, like, I can't really show you guys on camera. It's not really showing up on camera that well. But I really, really want to just try this on my face now. I absolutely love packaging. It says R.E.M on the front there. You've got a nice little mirror, which is a nice extra detail. You don't really need to put mirrors in highlight palettes like this. But when people do, it just feels like they put more effort into the product. You've got a nice mirror, magnetic clasp. Feels like more of a well-made, kind of more thought into the products, if that makes sense. So to apply this, I'm going to use my setting brush by Real Techniques. This is a gorgeous brush. This is my favourite brush for highlight. I don't know why, it just is. So I'm just going to tap into this, get some product on my brush, and then start to apply it. Wow, okay. So far, I'm really, really liking this. I'm not sure how well you can see it on camera, but this is beautiful. Like, this is so pretty. I'm just going to try to start applying some over here. Oh, look at the shimmer. I'm sorry, but look at that. It's a lot lighter than I thought it'd be. I thought it'd kind of have like a rose goldy kind of gold shimmer to it, but it looks a lot lighter. Like, it's quite a natural kind of glow. I thought it would not blend in this well. I thought it'd be a little bit out there. That's actually stunning. Okay, I really, really like this highlight. I'm gonna apply a little bit more, and it doesn't feel crumbly at all. Like, it's just a really smooth texture. It doesn't feel crumbly. Like, it's literally just applying flawlessly. Okay, I'm genuinely really impressed by that. I do really like that. I'm gonna apply a little bit down my nose. I just love how well it's blended in. Like, it's literally blended in instantly, and it looks so kind of natural. I really, really like that. Okay, I need to move on, or else I'll sit looking and playing with the highlight all day. So I'm going to move on to eyes next, and I'm going to use the shade 2 in my Pillowy's base just to put a little bit of a base on my eyes before we use the palette. So now my base is fully applied on my eyes, and I'm ready to start with the eyeshadow palette. And I'm sorry about every single time I look at my highlight, I get more obsessed. Like, I thought it would be nice, but I didn't think it would be this nice. Like, this review is like completely my own opinions. I literally went out and bought this stuff like I do in most of my videos, like nearly every single one of my videos. I go out, buy things just to test. So this isn't like sponsored or anything at all. If it was rubbish, I'd tell you guys, but I'm sorry. I'm so obsessed. It looks really, really cool. Anyway, so I'm gonna move on to the palette now, and this is beautiful. This is the packaging. Very, very similar to the highlight packaging. It's got like a bit of a dome on the top, like it's not flat, which I think is really interesting. And then it's got a little bit of a flat edge at the bottom, but again, quite domed compared to, like, you know, most normal palettes. So on the back it says Baby Dogs, that's the palette I got. On the front it says R.E.M Beauty. And then this is what we look like when we open it up. How gorgeous that is. It's so pretty. So again, lovely size mirror inside. It is magnetic too, so that helps keep it nice and safe. They are absolutely beautiful. You've got 4 mattes and 2 shimmers, so that's why I decided to go for the shimmers when I picked the liquid eyeshadows. I decided to go for shimmers there because I thought it'd kind of even it out. Now I've got 4 mattes and 4 shimmers. So these are beautiful. and I genuinely don't know where to start. I think I want to start with this brown shade here because it's quite a nice transition shade, and then I'll probably move darker down the palette. I just really, really like the packaging of this. I think it's really, really classic. Again, feels really expensive, feels quite high-end. I would say this is more high-end than like, normally I go for like Superdrug, Revolution, things like that. So they're more drugstore ones. And I go for Beauty Bay as well, it's more of a drugstore one. But I do think I'd class this more as high-end because normally I wouldn't spend this much on makeup. Like I said, it is a cheaper alternative. I do think she's priced it very, very fairly. But it's still a lot of money. I still spent $100 in this shop. So the first brush that I'm going in with is the Spectrum B07 brush. Really like this one. And as I said, I'm tapping into this kind of lighter brown here. Ooh, that looks really pigmented. I've only tapped in the tiniest bit and there's a lot of products come off on that. Looks pigmented, but we'll see. So I'm just going to start to apply this through my crease. I really like that it's quite a nude palette. I've been going for a lot more colourful things recently, so it's nice to kind of strip it back, go quite natural, go quite nude, and just try a nude palette. Like I said, I've not played with nude colours for a while, so it's quite a nice change. So I'm just applying this through my crease. I'm just going in with small amounts and building it up. Ooh, I do like this. It's got quite a warm tone to it. So I like that colour. It's quite pretty. And if I'm honest, I thought the mirror was going to be too small for me to look into. Like, I like a big size mirror. So I got my Surf palette out. And if you guys... Oh, I'm so sorry. Look at that mirror. That is disgusting. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked this out yet, this is an incredible palette by Surf. Her YouTube channel is Surf Does Life. She is incredible. This palette is incredible. It's so affordable. So if you haven't checked that out yet, make sure you do. So I'm then going to carry on and just do my other eye. Just a really light kind of wash of that colour. It's a bit of a transition shade before we get started with a darker one. So I really, really like this so far. It's a really nice nude. It's blending really, really well. So next one I want to go in with is this shade here, which is the second darkest. I'm going to run that through my crease, but only do it from like a third in to the edge, if that makes sense. I'm just missing the first third, doing the second 2/3 out towards my outer corner. Kind of want to wing it out a little bit, but I'm not the best at winging it. So we'll just see how it goes. So I'm going in with this 301 brush by Real Techniques, one of my absolute favourites for just applying a bit of colour. So I'm just tapping into that shade that we mentioned, and then I'm just starting to apply that through my crease. Oh, that is very pigmented. That is a lot of products, and I hardly put any on my brush. So it's a lot more pigmented than I thought it would be. Okay, I like this. This is really cool. I really like how blendable this is feeling so far. It's literally blending straight into my skin. It's a lot darker than it looks in the pan, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just as long as you know. I should have really done swatches beforehand. Okay, so I'm just going to start to wing this out a little bit and see what it looks like. Maybe a mistake, but we shall see. So this is currently how it's looking. I'm really, really liking this colour. I'm just building it up and I'm going to blend it out a little bit more after. I'm going to get a little bit more on this eye. I'm going to start to try wing it out a bit. Okay, I'm really, really obsessed with this colour. I'm just dragging that through my crease. I want to give it quite a nice and smoky vibe. So I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the white in this palette, which is the lightest one on this side. And I'm going to start to use that as a bit more of a transition shade. I'm going to dip it between the white one and this one here. Dip between those two and just start to blend it out a little bit more. Make it a little bit more kind of seamless. Just make it a bit neater really. So I'm using my Morphe R39 brush for this. As I said, tapping into those two shades. And I'm just buffing out those edges. That's really, really helping to kind of just giving that a bit more of a flawless blend on it. Just going to keep buffing this out and kind of playing with this until I'm happy with it. So I've just finished blending and this is what it's looking like. I am so obsessed with this palette. It's got a gorgeous kind of smoky look to it and it's just blended out so nicely, like so well. I want to use one of my P. Louise bases to do a bit of a cut crease with this and see what we can do, because I want to play with some of the shimmers. I want to play with one of the shimmers from my inner corner, I think, and I want to play with the liquid ones, maybe on my eyes, but we'll see. So my cut crease is now done. I did mess it up a little bit here. It did get a little bit messy, but you know what? It'll be fine. It will be absolutely fine. I'm gonna let this dry for a minute, and then I want to play with some shimmers. So while I'm letting this dry, I want to do a few swatches and show you guys the kind of liquid eyeshadows that I've got, because they look really, really cool. So I just want to show them to you now. So the ones that I've got two different ones. I got more of a purple one, then more of a bronzy one. So this is what they look like. So this is the packaging, and this is what the colours look like. It's nothing special, but if I'm honest, they don't really need to be anything special, because sometimes less can be more. So I'm going to do a little swatch of these. When you open it up, they've got this kind of end on them. It looks like this, which is quite weird. But I'm just going to do a swatch on the back of my hand with this. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to apply this yet, because it's very, very wet, and I've never used a liquid eyeshadow before. But this is what it looks like, which is just beautiful. It's so chrome, so metallic, so shimmery, and they are genuinely beautiful. So I'm just going to do a little swatch of the other one as well, so you can see the colour of that one. And that is the other one. So you can see the purple ones on the left and the bronzy ones on the right. They are both absolutely stunning. I saw the swatches on her website, and I was like, they're really pretty, but there's no way they're actually going to look like that, right? And they do, they really do. They are so pigmented, and they are so, so good. They seem quite waterproof, because I did a swatch on my hand yesterday when they arrived, and I didn't blend it out, I didn't do anything, I just did a little swatch and left it. Then I tried to wash it off, and it didn't want to come off. So at least they're waterproof, which is good. And hopefully they won't smudge as much, but we'll see. So I think my eyes are pretty much dry, so let's get started. So if I'm honest, I'm not sure the best way to actually like apply this. I've never used something like this before. So I'm just going to apply some of this right to the very centre of my lid. Ooh. I put a little bit more product on, because I definitely took way too much of the excess off, but so far, this is beautiful. So I'm just going to get a little bit more on. Oh, okay, there we go. That's so much better. If you guys can see this shimmer in that, like, that is ridiculous. So I'm just going to apply a little bit up there. So I think it's just about building it up a little bit. I don't want to use too much at a time. So I'm just building it up. I'm just going to like 3/4 of the way across my crease. I'm going to do some on my other side, and then I'm probably going to use a brush to help blend it out a little bit as well. So I'm just going to use this one here. Oh my god, look at how bronze that is. It looks quite messy now, but we're going to blend it in, so it will be fine. Wow. Do you know what? I didn't even need to put the cut crease down, I don't think, because that is just so gorgeous and so pigmented. I'm not personally the best at it, but that is a beautiful colour. This is just going to be a bit of experimentation and learning with this, because I don't really know what I'm doing yet, but we're getting there. I really want to use one of the light shimmers out of the palette for my inner corner though, because I feel that'd be gorgeous. So it looks so shiny and like so shimmery and stuff, and then it gets a bit more matte when you start to blend it out. This is now how it's looking, which is quite bronzed. But I want to then go over the other shade to kind of like mattify the outside of my eyes down a little bit. So I'm going to go in back with the palette. I'm going to use the shade that we used originally, do the exact same thing. So the lighter shade, like the transition shade, and I'm just buffing that around the edges of the whole eye look. And then same on the side. I feel like this is just a beautiful collection. Liquid eyeshadows might not specifically be for me, or maybe for this eye look itself. I think I just need to kind of master them. Like, they look really pretty in person, but on camera they just look quite messy, and you just can't see the shimmer as much on them. I do need to tidy it up a little bit. I'm just tapping into some of that darker colour as well, and just running that through my crease a couple of times. Just kind of like define the matteness on the outside edge, if that even is a word. Probably not. So this is now what it's looking like, and it's quite a nice smoky kind of vibe. I want to go in with the darker shade because I've not tried that yet, so I feel like this could either make or break the look. But I'm going to go in with my 301 brush by Real Techniques and just grab a little bit of that darker shade in there. Quite worried because I don't want to just like completely ruin the look. It's not the best look I've ever done, but I still don't really want to ruin it. So I'm just grabbing that and just pushing that right into my crease. I do quite like that. It's giving it a bit more of a smoky look. I'm just going to do the same on this side and just try like push that right into my outer crease. So this is currently how it's looking, and what I want to do is I want to use some like lighter shimmer now because I did say I really wanted to use that. So I'm going to take it on my finger because I'm not sure how well it'll apply on a brush. So I'm just going to take some on my finger and then start to apply that on my inner corner and like through the first like bit of my lid, if that makes any sense. So the first third of my lid I'm just trying to cover, and then I'm going to get it on my inner corner too. Ooh, that's a really pretty inner corner shimmer. I really like that. That's really pretty. I do feel like the mirrors are really good size and they're so handy. Like I didn't expect all these things to have mirrors in. Like I love a palette with a mirror in, but I didn't expect like the highlight and stuff to have mirrors in. I'm really impressed with that though. The mascara, oh my god. I think the mascara has to be my favourite packaging out of all of them. This is how my eyes are looking now, and I'm going to go in with the mascara, which is the final product. Like I said, this is just beautiful packaging. Like this is just something so different and so like unique. Like it's genuinely intergalactic. Like it looks so cool. So this is when I take out the packaging. Makes a cool noise. But this is what it looks like. And it's got quite a nice applicator. This is the reason that I chose it. As I said, this one's supposed to be the lengthening one. Oh, wow. Look at the difference that's made. I've literally just applied that once. Okay, wow. I like that a lot. I really like that. If I'm completely honest, I feel like I'm not a massive fan of the eyeshadow right now because it's a bit too smoky. And I feel like that's just because I've never used those liquid eyeshadows before, so it made it a little bit messier. But this, oh wow. This mascara is just something else. I feel like it's giving it a lot of length, definitely, which a lot of the time when they say, oh, lengthening or volumizing, I don't feel like it actually does that. But this one, oh my days. Okay, this is officially my new favourite mascara. Like this is genuinely beautiful. I think it has to be like my favourite, either this or the highlight has to be my favourite product of the video. It's just got such a nice applicator that doesn't dispense too much product, but you get enough that you can actually, you know, see the effect that the product's had on your eyes. Like look at that. That is ridiculously good. Like I'm genuinely so obsessed with that. So that is it. That is my Ariana Grande review of her new makeup line, R.E.M Beauty. This is only chapter 1 though. I'm pretty sure she's got 4 chapters coming out, so make sure you look out for them. I made a reviews on those too. My overall review, I'm very impressed. Very well priced. This mascara is ridiculous. Like it's so cheap. But I look at how good it is. Like it's literally one coat. You guys saw me apply one coat onto my lashes and it has done such a good job. I'm so impressed. The liquid eyeshadows, I think they're beautiful. The swatches are absolutely stunning. But personally, I haven't got the hang of applying them yet. I don't know if that is just me. I need to watch reviews of other people and see how other people apply them. Personally, I'm not a big fan just because I don't really... I don't know, I feel like they didn't go on as well as I expected them to. Like they went on really nice on my hand as like a swatch, but then applying them onto my eyes was not that easy. I feel like when I blended them out, it just got really messy and you lost a lot of the shimmer. However, like I said, they are absolutely beautiful. I will have to experiment with them and kind of like master how to use them. The highlight is gorgeous, it's incredible, I love that. And the palette was really well pigmented, superbly packaged, like everything is gorgeous. So yeah, overall review, very happy with this line. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've all enjoyed this. If you have, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button for me. Leave me a lovely little comment in that comment section down below. And make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye.